Price action has been slow and the fraudsters are right now on the top of it. They're trying to push the narrative, the fear as much as possible so that, the market would actually drop somehow and they can buy because they missed that rally. Maybe that's true. Now that's the news narrative side of it. And then you look at the macro, which is the dollar. You understand the fact that dollar is dropping. If you take it against other currencies here, you'll understand the fact that it has been dropping. Now, if you are looking at last 1 year to get a perspective of what's happening in dollar towards Swiss franc, you actually see this. It's getting hammered, which means as soon as you see a retest and a rejection here, it's going to be a bonanza in the crypto market. Most likely we'll see the market going up. Right now, Ether is testing a resistance. Right now, Bitcoin is testing a resistance. It got rejected. Now it's coming back down to the support level, not breaking below that. That's a different story. If you break below that, yes, the negative momentum will increase. But right now, it's still looking like a bull flag. You went up, you're consolidating there. But if you break that, yeah, now we are talking about 27, right? However, as of now, it's still a bull flag. It's not that time to completely be negative. If you see a small movement breaking through the downside and the daily close coming out there, yeah, let's panic, but not now. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. Right now, we actually notice that panic. Keep that aside. Look at the market. We do have opportunities. But yeah, you'll have to understand we have opportunities. You'll have to understand where it's breaking higher. You'll have to understand where the medium-term targets are. You need to see that. And when that breaks out, you need to know where the macro targets are. Macro resistance is your target. You're looking at that. Now, we've been following this from some time. There is one post in June 27, the next one in June 29, and we've been following up. Where are we right now? The price is at 75. So if you actually understand that narrative clearly, yeah, you observed that and you seized that opportunity. Then if you actually come on looking at SNX, back in the day, we actually told you like a month back saying, okay, there's what's happening. We are trying to break higher. It's going to move higher. Now, short term, we actually zoomed in and stated, okay, this is going to be the resistance level we are going to hit first. We did touch that level. So if you actually look at the price, it's 2.85 right now. But if you look at the charts, you'll understand that it actually went up, it hit that level and corrected back down. So once you understand the targets, you do understand where to take profits if you're trading. So yeah, it's not the time to panic. And if you are looking for these kind of charts and updates for a lot of these assets, which is moving right now in the market, you can look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description below. Now, we jump on the price action side of things. If you're actually looking at this, we understand that we want to break through this level. It's going to be really great as soon as you break that. However, if we get rejected, we're going to retest the support. And a lot of people who are waiting on the sidelines, I personally believe that they're going to jump in. They're going to start buying in. When the price was at 0.93, imagine those who were saying, okay, we are going to buy it at 0.3 and the price is now 3x and 0.93. They're like, let it drop, I'll buy. Or most of them would have FOMO'd in. We know how things actually work in the market. We have seen that. Right now, when you actually look at the price action on a macro, it's happening like this. This was your pattern, which broke to the upside. You hit the targets and you're now correcting down, which is not a bad thing if you actually understand what the hell is happening on the market right now. And as you start zooming out, it kind of gives you the best picture, a holistic picture where you understand the fact that, yeah, that's the micro pattern which you actually broke. What we are looking forward to is a macro move for which this has been the resistance. We broke that to the upside. We came back down. We retested that and we bounced off. So if you actually take a look at that, yeah, we had some resistance. We broke that. We went up. We hit this level of resistance. We corrected back down to retest this range. We retested that a couple of times, bounced off, broke this level. We just needed some sort of narrative, the news, the volume to come in and push the price to the upside. So If this pattern has been broken to the upside and retested, chances are we may still see a 0.56, $0.58 XRP. That's a possibility. Now, what's even more important to understand is there can be fake out candles. Don't fall for that. What do I mean by that? You zoom in and you actually see the lowest part here has been 0.66, say 0.67. Great. Now, if the price action is coming back down to that range and buyers are jumping in, they're not allowing the price to close to the downside, whether it's on a 4-hour, whether it's on a daily. Now you understand the narrative. The real market is saying, nah, I don't care about the short-term movements. I'm looking at the macro, and the direction is macro. Why? Because the macro just told you that we have been trending above this for a long period of time. Now we are starting to bounce off. So if you remember the actual Wyckoff pattern which we posted here maybe 3-4 months back, stating, guys, don't misunderstand. There's a lot of different narrative out there in the market, but I do believe that this is a Wyckoff accumulation range. And as soon as we broke higher, now it's confirmed. Back then, it was just a speculative idea. But right now, the market kind of validates that, nah, it was not just a speculation. It did as we spoke. So the market kind of gave you the idea, yeah, that was the Wyckoff Creek. You did break to the upside because our thought process was back here when the price action was still 0.35. And if you look at the price now, we're 100% above that. And this has just been few months. We're not talking about few years. And this is just a short-term move. As soon as you watch the Bitcoin price action break higher and start to trend higher, you will actually observe a lot more volatility coming into the market, because this factor becomes so important. Yes, the crypto market is moving higher. The Bitcoin dominance is reaching towards a support. As soon as that bounce, you'll understand that more and more money is now leaning towards Bitcoin side of things. Now, yes, the altcoin market does make sense, especially the altcoin market in the area where you don't include Ether, and you want to see, like, yeah, the small cap coins, the medium cap coins, what are they really doing? What are they really suggesting? And how can we benefit from that? That's an important question there. And then you zoom in and see, like, okay, that just showed me the fact that the market is trying to create a double bottom. And usually we know this pattern here, when it actually creates that W, which is the double bottom, that stands for a win situation if you are a bull. Not for a bear, but for a bull. So as soon as you see this breaking to the upside, something just changed. And that change will be a dramatic change. Now, why am I saying that? Look at the weekly MACD. It's about to cross to the upside, and it's nearing the neutral zone. As soon as you enter the positive range, bullish momentum is going to increase substantially. Now, look at the RSI. What does it actually suggest to you? We had this trend line, and that was going all the way down. Now, let's make it like this. It's thin, and you're watching how things are evolving. What does that suggest to you? We had a resistance which was keeping us below, hitting it every time, slowing down. Then something just changed. You happened to break that to the upside, after which you went up, you slowed down, you corrected back down to retest that range, and then you found support. You bounced off from that range. This kind of validates that point, like support trend lines actually give you an edge in the market. Now, that's on a weekly. Now you can go look at a monthly and say, this is just starting to look like it is about to cross back to the upside, and it's already close to the neutral range. So that kind of increases the level of bullish momentum, which we will be watching as soon as we break higher. Now, say you're not a trend guy, you're not a trend line guy. Great. What are you looking at? If you're a price action guy, you're a trader, you're learning the price action. Look at this. What do you actually understand from these two candles, which happens to be at the bottom? That shows you an engulfing candle, a reversal signal, which is massively bullish. Then the current candles, that was a hammer, which is again bullish reversal signal, which happens to be above this level. So you're making a higher low and a double bottom signal, and the price action is showing you it's a reversal signal, bullish engulfing candle and bullish hammer. After which, the current monthly candle, now yes, we do have another 15 days to go, but keep this in mind, we are watching this. This is right now an engulfing candle, and if it closes somewhere like 360, 370 billion, that means we have another engulfing candle showing you that we are about to take off. We are about to fly through the upside. That's where the most important factor becomes your understanding about the price action. Right now, this is the reality. We've talked about this like 3-4 days back before this happened. We talked about the possibility of monthly MACD crossing to the upside and the daily blasting. That just happened for some reason, we don't know. But then you look at the RSI, and this is on a monthly, so that validates a lot of points which we have been talking. Now you go back in this channel and watch what we have been talking about for a long period of time. And the issue with the YouTube and other things is that they save everything you see. It's there. It's not going anyway. So as you scroll down and you look through all this, you'll actually literally watch what we were saying. We're going to drop down. We're going to bounce higher. Now you go back onto the XRP chart, the price chart, and maybe on a weekly, maybe on a daily, you'll actually get a taste of it. You got rejected there. You came back a little bit and then boom, you went up. So yeah. It didn't happen right now. It was a month back when I was saying crazy moves are coming. It's all starting at this point, and it did start. Now, what's the next point? The major point, which I was giving you guys during similar time frame, a month back, a month and a half back. And this kind of gives you the real narrative of what the macro and micro movements shows you, because that kind of takes you to a area where you understand the fact that, yeah, this is about to take off. Yes, this is about to show you a macro move to the upside. 3 months back, we shared this thought process. And 3 months back is when I told you guys, watch this. This is about to happen. And that's where we followed the RSI so clearly. Now, just when I got the message, I understood like, okay, today is my birthday, huh? Today is my birthday. And that's my nickname. Jason is my nickname. Anyway, let's jump back into the charts. Right. When you're looking at the RSI, the pattern, everything, you do get the narrative and the understanding that this is about to blow through the roof. And it's been 3-4 months where we have been giving you the right thought process, saying, guys, watch this. Maybe I'm wrong, but the RSI shows you it's making a double bottom on a monthly. That's not something small here. And the MACD just confirmed that. Now, what does that mean for the XRP price action on the macro? A lot of people were asking this. Danny, what do you really think the price is going to be? Now, I can be completely wrong, and this is my opinion. I'm speculating that we have the first leg up, which is going to be a 16x, and that's going to be just the first leg of the macro cycle. So this is going to be the wave 2. We had the wave 1, and I think the first part, the first leg is going to be somewhere here. Now, if you actually take that price action to the current point, you'll observe that's a 40x. So what's the price now? The price right now is 0.7. So if you actually literally say that's like around $30, $28 per XRP on the top of wave 2. Now, it can be a little bit higher, it can be a little bit lower, I can be completely wrong. Great. But we are watching how things are evolving. And we have always seen that the price action, when it actually breaks through and if it has the liquidity, it always ends up massively bullish. Now, say you're a normal retail investor who really don't understand massive complex things of the technical analysis, but you know this one point, which is easiest. The moving average, the 21, if the monthly is above that, breaking through that, you're becoming massively bullish. Go back in history, look at all these assets. The time you actually break through that, retest and bounce, that's where you explode. The price action goes through the roof. You have seen that even in 2020, when we started moving, that was heavy movement. And then the SEC came in and they kicked us down. But even after that, you bounce back up to $2. That's important to know. Even with the heavy weight of SEC, we touched $2. We did like 17, 18x. Now, for the secondary market, we really don't care much about the SEC because that cloud is removed. So what's going to be the next high? I think, yeah, $15 to $30 is a big gap, but the roof of that 25 to 30, Don't go completely out of the market at $10 or $15. You should have some aside. So in case if it's touching 32, 35, you can still take the profits out. Now, keep this in mind. The macro is not only the pattern analysis. It also helps when you use the wave cycle. And when you use the wave analysis on the macro chart for XRP, it kind of gives you an idea that, yeah, back in the day, we actually saw this happening. We didn't really get much of a huge price action after that. We consolidated back down and we went up, right? So that's one of the reasons why I would say take your profits. When you see your portfolio is 5x, 10x, 15x, 20x, whatever, take your profits. Last time we have seen Cardano doing 80x for some of these guys. And I've seen 65x too, right? Take profits. Because if you don't, someone else will and the price will drop. So as soon as you see a massive reversal candle on a weekly, take your profits. There is no doubt in that. Because it may actually retest that range, giving you another opportunity if you miss the first one. But why would you miss the first one? You're with me. We'll be giving you the right perspective at the right time if you're following all these posts. So you're not missing any of these opportunities in the market. So guys, if you like the video, please do hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're looking for these, follow me on the Patreon. And that's it for today. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.